All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahshua, Harakakadash. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hold to be. It's your brother Hawadia. Got a quick lesson for you Negro, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame looking like heathens, who spirit bear witness that they are a child of Heavenly Father. And the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world only calls Jehovah, God of Yahweh. And the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ, who is Christos or Yeshua. Quick lesson. Got any other preachers come out, you already know it's the Holy Spirit. It's the Holy Spirit, whether you believe it or not. So this is cause I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even I even forgot it's still the day of Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Today the 31st. You know what I'm saying? So it's what, New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying? And New Year's New Year's Day. You know what I'm saying? Will be tomorrow or by sundown. Oh, no, about midnight, which is bugged out right off the rip and stuff. If you really paid attention to it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to be celebrating New Year's Day, you know what I'm saying? Once 12:01 comes in, and it's like, but that's still, well, whatever. But the thing is that you know, it's going, this is not even New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Everything's dead. You know what I'm saying? There's no life on the trees except it's a pine tree. You know what I'm saying? Right, right, right. So this is New Year's, and when you go into that word new, let's get that right quick. Uh, this is in Merriam-Webster's dictionary. It says new. It says having recently come into existence. Recent. Nah. It says uh, I guess. It says I might have to go into the yeah. No, I don't want to use that either. Just the first definition seems just the best. Yeah. Having recently come into existence. Yeah, that's the best right there. Right. So now I'm going to get into etymology, right? It says made or established for the first time. Right. So even though the timing and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Well, even the timing is wrong. And I'll explain that. But it's fresh. That's better. Fresh. Recently made or grown. It's like, yeah, I'm a slow reader. Not habitual and stuff will be one. Right. Newly. I guess I could use and stuff for the first time and stuff because it's New Year's, right? So, uh, uh, so pretty much and stuff right now, you got individuals and stuff who are gonna be celebrating, right? So this is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen." It says, "And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." It says, "For the customs." It says, "For the." Look at that. Look at that. That's another thing. That's another thing. Like something just dawned on me and stuff. The thing is that people will call it New Year's Eve. Eve goes into evening and stuff. Evening starts at sundown. You know what I'm saying? But you all wait until midnight. You know what I'm saying? Then that's bugged out too. So evening already passes. You know what I'm saying? But you wait hours down the line where 1 minute stuff shows that it's morning. Or no, 12 o'clock shows that it's morning, 12 a.m. You know You know, which bugged out and stuff and that and stuff because 12 a.m. you call that midnight, meaning middle of the night, but that's morning already. So it's already bugged out, right? So right. So it says so those are indicators right there and stuff that's the way of the heathen. You know what I'm saying, right? And it says, verse 3, it says, for the customs of the people are vain. Now, this is going to go into Christmas, but it says, for the customs of the people are vain. It says, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest. It says, the work of the hands of the workmen. It says, with the axe. It says, they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. It says, they are upright as the palm tree. It says, but speak not. They must needs be born because they cannot go. It says, be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. So, right? So it goes into idolatry and whatnot and stuff. And this very New Year's Eve, like all the different holidays, you got Christmas, New Year's Eve, your birthday, you have um, your birthday. You have uh, Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day, Mother's Day, uh, Groundhog Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving. And then even other days and stuff for celebration and whatnot and stuff. Labor Day, Columbus Day, and all that other shit, right? The thing is that ultimately what it does is that it goes into idolatry. You know, so this is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 1. It says, and the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. It says, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Right now, I know a lot of people is like, oh, I believe in stuff in the Bible. I believe in the Bible. I believe in. Now you got world friendly Israelites out there and stuff where they know the names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, right? But majority of the nation and whatnot and stuff, for people who don't know, Salaki, I say it like that, where the shoe fits. For the people who don't know, they think Jehovah and Jesus Christ, and most of the time they don't even call him Jehovah; they call him God. And the Jehovah and stuff is a false name because the letter J wasn't created until 1524. You know what I'm saying, right? Even when you find it in the 1611 Bible and stuff, there's no J's, right? There's only an I. You know what I'm saying? The letter J and stuff was created from the letter I. You know what I'm saying? Because before it became Jesus, it was Iesus or Iesus. You know what I'm saying? Right? Iesus. You know what I'm saying? Right? But then when the J and stuff came from the letter I and stuff, then guess what? They put it there. You know what I'm saying? But when you got them older Bibles and stuff, right? Like 1600s, 1500s, 1600s stuff, guess what? The text is still similar, right? It got the Apocrypha and stuff mixed in with it. You know what I'm saying? Where you wouldn't have to have separate books like you do, right? And pretty much and stuff, you know, those ain't the real names. You know what I'm saying? Even Jehovah and stuff is not the real name. The real name is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And I remember and stuff, Apostle Har and stuff, he had like a old book, you know what I'm saying? And he was showing and stuff how the letter J goes all the way back and stuff to the Hebrew character, a letter Yah. You see? Right? Right? But anyways, just a little extra, right? The real name of Yahweh, the real name of God or Jehovah and stuff, his real name is Yahweh. It's not Yahweh. It's not uh, um, uh, uh, what is it's not Hashem. you know, Yah is short, like nickname, but you need to call upon his entire name. You know what I'm saying? And then I think I said it already and stuff. It's not Yahweh either, or Yehovah, right? And then Yahweh Shai, like it. Yahweh Shai's name is it's like Jesus Christ and stuff. His name would be Yahweh Shai. Christ is Greek for anointed, and since Yahweh Shai is from the tribe of Judah and stuff, meaning he a Hebrew Israelite. The thing is that it will be Hamashiach, and pretty much Ha meaning the and Mashiach is anointed, meaning the anointed. You know what I'm saying, right? Now, what I want to bring out, that was just a little extra, but what I want to bring out and stuff is the fact that, when you call upon those names and stuff, it comes with those. When you call upon Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and stuff, guess what's the true doctrine? Now you have false prophets out there and stuff where they call upon those names, you know what I'm saying, right? But then they still follow the ways and stuff of other gods. You see? Like you'll have someone and stuff who know that the name is Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, but then at the same time, they show and stuff that they works is that of a Christian. You see? And the thing is that no, not a Christian, not of a Christian, right? Not a Christian, because Christian means a following Messiah, right? They're followers of Christianity or even Catholicism. You see, right? And we know that when it comes down to the Catholics and stuff, they intrigue with little boys, right? And then when it comes down to Christianity and stuff, they intrigue with other men's wives. You know what I'm saying? All proven false doctrine or wisdom of men. But when it comes down to it, uh, 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 even for those and stuff who call him God and Jesus and whatnot and stuff, right? Or Yehoshua, or Yahushua, or Yahuwah, right? The thing is that look at the doctrine and stuff that they follow. And what is the doctrine? The ways of the heathen. So therefore, guess what they'll be doing? They'll be following other gods and stuff based off their deeds. You see? So this is Exodus 20:4. It says, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image." It says, "or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them." Now, a lot of people themselves like, well, I ain't bowing down to no statue. You know what I'm saying? I know it's made out of wood and stone. I ain't bowing down to no statue. You know what I'm saying, right? Which is a form of idolatry. But then at the same time and stuff, it's like, what are your works? You know what I'm saying? Probably, well, I'm gonna be confident. When it come down to that Jeremiah 10 that I was reading, right? The thing is that a lot of people and stuff love Christmas. Well, guess what? Christmas and stuff, it's not the Lord's birthday. The Lord, Yahweh Shai and stuff was born in the spring. You see? Because think about it stuff. You're gonna give birth. You outside because if you around like Hispanics and stuff, the so-called Israelites, right? He that is hired. If you sit up here and go into like their neighborhoods and stuff, they gonna have Mary. They gonna have what's it called? The birth of the lamb or the shepherd's birth or whatever. And you'll see lambs and sheep and whatnot outside and stuff, right? And you really think it's stuff that somebody's going to stand outside and stuff and give birth out in the cold when they get houses and stuff to stay warm? You really think they're going to do that? And it's always a picture and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Especially in the Christmas time and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to be in the Christmas spirit. And it's like, who the hell and stuff is giving birth outside and stuff when it's snowing? Or when it's supposed to be cold as hell? We already know with the ozone layer and how, because right now and stuff is kind of warm. Right now and stuff is kind of warm and whatnot and stuff, but it ain't supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be as warm as it is and stuff. It's supposed to be cold as hell. You know what I'm saying, right? But anyways, the thing is that, it don't really make sense if you really look at it, right? But, you know, keeping Christmas and stuff shows that you following another God. You know what I'm saying? Because as evidently and stuff, the Lord doesn't promote that. You see? So this is Exodus 20:5. It says, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them." It says, "For I, the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, onto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me." So keeping Christmas and all those different holidays showing, right? Because look, we had the Lord has holy days. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's why when it comes down to certain people and stuff, the brother Murph, he says holy days, holidays. You know what I'm saying? You just breaking it up, right? And the thing is that the days and stuff that's brought forth and stuff it's not a sacrifice, You know what I'm saying, right? And I'm gonna say it right. I'm gonna say it like this, right? Because even though what you call Hanukkah and stuff, which I believe is the feast of dedication, right? The thing is that I probably got it mixed up. So like if I do, I do a correctional video and stuff, right? But when it comes down to and stuff, it's like this. Um, Hanukkah and stuff is actually the holy days. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to the Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, all 12 tribes, and the Israelites who outward appearance instead of a heathen, because you do got Israelites whose spirit who shows that they're Israel, right? And the thing is that when it come down to it, uh, uh, you telling me and stuff that you would choose Christmas over Hanukkah when it come down to Hanukkah being a holy day or a series of holy days, right? Uh, uh, Hanukkah, you get presents 8 days in a row, or is it 8 or 11? You know what I'm saying? It's like it, right? You know, but you get you don't. It's just not one day. But anyways, when you go after Christmas and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you're doing something and stuff that the Lord hates and stuff. Why? Because that is the ways of the heathen. You see, as it says in Deuteronomy the fourth chapter and stuff. This is our rules and regulations and whatnot and stuff, right? So as you can see, Jeremiah, as he was speaking on, right, you can see, well, it said, "Thus said the Lord." So the Lord gave it to Jeremiah to speak on this. And the thing is that it's like, look, this ain't one of our customs. So why are you following it? You see, and it goes the same way and stuff with New Year's Eve and stuff. And I'm glad that it dawned on me because it's like evening is when the sun go down. But you all gonna wait, and pretty much the sun gonna go down and stuff like in the next minute or the next 2 minutes, I guess you could say, right? And the thing is that ain't nobody gonna be celebrating New Year's Eve, right? And I also want to get that point too, right? And it looked like it's stuff that so it says verse 6, it says, "Ensuring mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments." So guess what? Not keeping Christmas, your birthday, the different holidays and whatnot and stuff, right? Even Martin Luther King, because I said birthdays, right? Martin Luther King Day, you know what I'm saying? Or what's the other thing and stuff? Black History Month, because that'll be considered like a holiday and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, February used to be 29 days. And then they just shaved off one day and stuff so it could be 28 and stuff. And really that was just a kick in the face and stuff for, so-called black people. You know what I'm saying, right? Right. And guess what? You could be brown skinned and stuff of all tribes and stuff. You could be a Moreno and whatnot and stuff. What are you gonna do? But anyways, the when it comes down to it and stuff, that's not what you're supposed to be doing, right? So I'm gonna get this. This is Exodus chapter 12. And you already know and stuff that guess what? When it came down to the what it's gonna say. This Exodus 12:1. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you." Right? So when like I was going to the definition of being of new and whatnot and stuff, right? Which I'm gonna pull that up again. When it comes down to new, it says having recently come into existence, right? So guess what? How could it be a brand new year and stuff when majority of the trees and whatnot and stuff, except for the evergreen trees and evergreen bushes, right? How could it be a new year when you get when you get dead leaves? Like is it a brand new harvest and stuff when farmers already picked the well no that's what harvest mean, but Is it a brand new? Is it a okay? Here it is and stuff. They already harvest and stuff, all they different crops and whatnot and stuff, and then they replant. So when they replant and stuff, so they celebrating stuff for a harvest. You know what I'm saying? When there's nothing that's grown, would you wouldn't it make more sense and stuff for it to be a new year and stuff when stuff starts to bud? You see, when things start growing again, when the leaves and stuff are about to start, growing its trees and its fruit again. You know what I'm saying, right? So that would be a new year. You know what I'm saying, which is the spring, because that's when regular vegetation, mostly the trees and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying, where stuff starts to bloom again, right? So this is I'm gonna get this. This is Amos. Yeah, I messed up. This is Amos 5. This is Amos 5 and 14. It says, seek good and not evil, that ye may live. It says, and so the Lord, and right off the rip and whatnot and stuff. It's like, what if I keep everything else and stuff, which you ain't going to be able to? Or what if I keep everything else and stuff? And it's like, but I still, I still keep Thanksgiving or Christmas and stuff, because usually it comes with dinner, right? You know what I'm saying? Not just presents and prizes and stuff. It usually comes with dinner and stuff, right? You know, because most niggas and stuff, just like how they go to church and stuff, they know that it's gonna be a free meal, right? So, uh, uh, uh so pretty much and stuff. The thing is that would you uh, 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 no, so like, so with that being the case and stuff, if you kept those faithfully and whatnot and stuff, don't you know and stuff, you'll still die. Now, don't get me wrong and stuff, Romans 14 and whatnot and stuff, right? It ain't nothing wrong with eating the food and whatnot and stuff. But if you in the spirit of Christmas and whatnot, if you in the spirit of Thanksgiving, if you in the spirit of what is it? These different say it's like, say if you got you and your girl and whatnot, and it happens to be Valentine's Day and whatnot and stuff, and on that specific day and whatnot and stuff, you all decide and stuff to go out and watch a movie and stuff. Say if you buy some candy and stuff, you already know what the store is going to be filled with. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be hearted out, everything wearing red. Motherfuckers gonna be wearing pink, red, and white and black and whatever colors and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna either be between red and pink and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna go out and stuff, and they gonna be in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Buying roses and shit and whatnot and stuff. They gonna be in the spirit of that. Now, if you just we just going to the movies. You know what I'm saying? We just going to the movies and stuff. We going out to eat and whatnot. We finna watch a movie and stuff, and we gonna come back and stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that and stuff, right? But for a lot of people and stuff, what they're gonna do is that they gonna be in the spirit of it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be doing a little post and putting it on Twitter and Facebook or Metaverse, whatever the fuck you call it and stuff. They gonna be sitting up here like, it's like Happy Valentine's Day. You know, that's because they in the spirit of it. You know what I'm saying? Like they for it. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker is for their birthday and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They for it. They not just looking at stuff as another day. You know what I'm saying? Those are whole life days. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't bring anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not you rehearsing the righteous acts. It doesn't give you, it doesn't put you in a position and stuff where you're doing something and stuff that helps attain salvation. Keeping the Passover helps attain salvation. Keeping the Day of Atonement stuff helps obtain salvation. The Feast of Dedication, the Purim, um, uh, 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 what is called the days of the tabernacles and stuff. If that is the blowing of the trumpets and whatnot and stuff. These are different things and stuff that bring salvation. You see, right? Your birthday and stuff don't bring salvation and stuff. And yes, you'll be as much as you. It's just like what Guess what? The cake, the candles, it all goes and stuff into idolatry. You see, because it's not a custom of Yahweh Shem Yahshua or the Israelites. You see, right? So this Amos chapter 5, verse 14, it says, "See good and not evil, that ye may live." And so it says, "And so the Lord, the power of hosts, shall be with you as ye have spoken." It says, "Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that Yahweh Shem Yahshua, power of hosts, will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph." You know what I'm saying? And Joseph goes into the Ephraimites. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Puerto Ricans and Taino Indians. Verse 16. It says, "Therefore the Lord, the power of hosts, the Lord saith thus, wailing shall be in all streets." It says, "And they shall say in all the highways, Alas, alas, and they shall call the husbandman to mourning." It says, "And such as are skillful of lamentation to wailing." It says, "And in all vineyards shall be wailing, for I will pass through thee, saith the Lord." Verse 18, it says, "Woe unto you." And guess what? The Lord already doing it. You haven't seen that movie? It's called The Prince of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? We tell you, there's a lot of stuff that they took out and stuff, but it was about, Moses. It's really Moses and Aaron, but it's Moses, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how they put it. And when it come down to Moses and stuff was telling Pharaoh to let his people go. And remember the time of the Passover, they had to put the blood on the doorpost and whatnot, and whoever didn't have that and stuff, the firstborn died. Well, guess what? It's let's say that is something similar and stuff, right? Because knowing people out there be like, well, I probably had some offspring that uh, I probably had some offspring and stuff that passed away and whatnot and stuff, but they weren't my firstborn and whatnot and stuff. It wouldn't matter. The Lord and stuff is sending a death angel and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Everybody has because remember the scripture says that the Lord numbers our steps. So there's a lot of individuals and stuff who the Lord and stuff is taking out. You know what I'm saying? Because on what's it called? The app is called Newsbreak or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that even not just on the news, social media, World Star Hip Hop, which I call Judgment TV, they took away bestgore.com. They took away hood hood TV. You know what I'm saying, right? That was showing the certain things and stuff, because, on mainstream news and stuff, if it's too much blood and stuff, they not really going to show it. You know what I'm saying? If it's like, they might show a fucked up car accident, but they not going to show the person in it of how, in the mix, like say, like they like Final Destination and whatnot and stuff. In the movies and stuff, they real gruesome and whatnot and show you, but mainstream news, they ain't going to show you none of that. They just going to show you the car wreck, right? Now, when it comes down to but pretty much so when it comes down to it, these are public executions, you know what I'm saying, even also among Israelites, because they're following the wicked way. And going back to that Exodus 20th chapter and stuff, they making the Lord jealous. Oh, you gonna follow this bullshit? They don't even that shit don't even breathe. That shit it don't even get you saved. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? All you doing is really doing you're promoting left hand side of the energy. You know what I'm saying? And with that left hand energy and stuff, the Lord ain't about that. Even though he created both of them and stuff, the thing is that the Lord prefers righteousness. And guess what? The various things that I named and stuff, when it comes down to the times of celebration, guess what? Those are not supposed to be our ceremonies. We're not supposed to partake in them. You see? Right? Right? And then I was telling you and stuff, it's like, shoot, if it's food involved and whatnot and stuff, nigga, just go ahead and eat. If you ain't hungry and whatnot and stuff, you ain't gonna eat. But if you are and whatnot and stuff, guess what? It's like, just imagine stuff. Let it be Christmas dinner and stuff, right? And it's like, nah, you gonna have to take all that off and put this red sweatshirt on. You know what I'm saying? Take your shoes off and put on the little jingle bell, them stupid ass shoes that look like the jesters and stuff with the with the little puff at the end and stuff, and put the little hat on and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and put these little pajamas on and whatnot and stuff that got reindeer and shit and stuff and it's green and whatnot and stuff. That's being in the spirit of Christmas. You know what I'm saying? If they would have said and stuff, you can't eat dinner and stuff unless you wear this, you over with. I mean, not over with. It's like, I won't say that. You know what I'm saying? But that's an example of being in the spirit. You know what I'm saying, right? And that causes the Lord and stuff to jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Because that can't save you. The Lord can, and his holy days that he requires Israelites and stuff to follow and stuff to keep. You know what I'm saying? That will save you. You see? Right? So this is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, woe. Oh, it's like, so pretty much and stuff, guess what? It's a lot of people and stuff. Guess what? They celebrating these days. You know what I'm saying, right? They celebrating these days and stuff, and guess what's going on? They're being slaughtered on these days and stuff, and guess what? Those some things and stuff be public executions and stuff. If you got an audience or a witness and stuff that's seeing these things, you know what I'm saying? Because other than that and stuff, you got to wait until they give you the story and whatnot and stuff, right? So this is Amos chapter 5, verse 18, right? It's and for all the ones and stuff, where like say the Lord keep you alive and whatnot, keep this in mind and stuff. The thing is that towards salvation and stuff or damnation. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be other punishments and stuff that people do, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna get them destroyed. You see? Right? It don't have to be in stuff on those specific days. Like the elder brother Damashpad and stuff, he said you could do something stuff 2 years. And the scripture says in Sirach, the 5th chapter. Let me get it right quick. This is Sirach chapter 5 and 2. It says, follow not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. And a lot of people's mean it another way instead of lean not to thy own understanding. And a lot of people and stuff do that and stuff when it come down to these holidays because they don't think it's nothing. It shouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to buy you a candy cane and stuff because you got a taste for a peppermint and stuff, that don't mean you have to be in. That don't mean that you in the Christmas spirit, right? This you know, this verse 3. It says, and say not, and just in case, say if you weren't aware, right? Just in case and stuff, say you weren't aware and whatnot and stuff, right? Looks like we celebrate. But just in case and stuff, you happen to wear the colors and stuff that matches that holiday and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The Lord knows your heart. He knows the stuff if you truly celebrating and stuff or not. Okay, so don't trip just in case by accident. Oh, I gotta change my outfit. You don't need to. Well, it's Sirach 5 and 3. I just keep reading the 4. It says, and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. It says, say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering, he will in no wise let thee go. So don't sit up here. Matter of fact, I read verse 5. So pretty much don't sit up here and be like, it's like, well, I'm a, you know how niggas say and stuff. It's like I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying and whatnot and stuff. So here it is. They don't die right then and there and stuff. So they just keep doing it. Don't be in that spirit and stuff. Why? Because guess what? He'll catch up. You know what I'm saying? Remember, judgment and stuff has been given onto Yahweh Shai and whatnot. And guess what? The Lord is most definitely visiting the earth. And what's that visitation? He's sending forth his death angels. Call all you Shawar Kakradash 144. Right? So it says, right way. And it says, verse 5, it says, concerning propitiation. What is propitiation? It goes into propitiate. It says to gain or regain the favor or goodwill, appease. In the word appease, it says pacify, conciliate, especially especially to make concession to someone or such as a aggressor or a critic, often at the sacrifice of principles. It says to cause to subside, allay, to bring to a state of peace or quiet calm. You see? Right? So propitiation goes into appeasing the wrath of the Lord. So this Sirach, Ecclesiastes and Apocrypha, chapter 5, verse 5. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin onto sin. So if you didn't know, man, I didn't know that and stuff, well, now you do. You see? So when these days and stuff occur again and whatnot and stuff, hopefully we hoping that that things and stuff hopefully, yeah, Jacob's trouble and stuff, and things are most definitely increasing. You know what I'm saying, right? Um, most thing and stuff is most definitely increasing. Oh, and also another thing, say if you in like some other type of religion and whatnot and stuff, right? Whatever special days that they have, if it's not according to the Bible and stuff, you're gonna make the Lord jealous. You see? And that's only if you are Israelite. You know what I'm saying, right? And it's like, well, how do I know and stuff? Hey, the scriptures tell you. But anyways, this is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, woes mean destruction unto you that desire the day of the Lord. It says, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion. It says, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. And these are for the individuals and stuff, who pretty much and stuff want things and stuff to go the same way and stuff as it is. You know what I'm saying? I was watching uh uh these guys and stuff that I watch and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is that they was they was sitting up here saying, like it was like little posts and stuff. It's like, man, don't you kind of wish and stuff that the days the days in the past and stuff, you know what I'm saying, where you was able to get chips for $1. You know what I'm saying, and they was like, yeah, yeah, that was a long time ago and whatnot and stuff. Well, it ain't going back. It's actually gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? I can see one of them real party, like, you get the big ass box and stuff that they used to sell at Aldi's or something and whatnot, or Food for Less. And you get that big ass box and stuff with the different varieties, you know what I'm saying, chips and whatnot and stuff, right? You get a couple of packages of those so you won't have to go to the store. And the thing is that them things and stuff be a little smaller. You know what I'm saying, right? They be like party size, like really, really party size. They be a little small and shit, and they take half of that, and then half of that, meaning the chips out of the bag and whatnot and stuff, for health purposes, right? The thing is that uh, uh, um, uh, I wouldn't be surprised if stuff that bag and stuff be like that and stuff, and they over here requesting $5 for it, because right now and stuff we going through what's called shrinkflation. You know what I'm saying? Shrinkflation. Well, you're getting less. You're getting less than you're getting less of the product, but paying more for it, right? And then as you can see and stuff, over it is shrinkflation. Then it's still inflation. You know what I'm saying? It's still inflation because things and stuff are costing more. Even if it's by a couple of cents and stuff, it fucking matters when it adds up. Because even by those different senses and whatnot and stuff, or different cents and whatnot, CENTS, even when it comes out of that and stuff, you still got to worry about the tax. You know what I'm saying? The tax and stuff is going up the roof. A couple of the five, like 10 to 5 cents and stuff be making a major difference. Before it wasn't, right? And then guess what? They also do things and stuff that you gotta weigh. It's being weighed. And I think that's Second Ezra 6. You know what I'm saying? The sixth chapter in the Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? That your food and stuff will be weighed. You know what I'm saying, right? So instead of just getting 4 apples and whatnot, they're gonna charge you and stuff. They're gonna tax the, first of all, they're gonna tax the apple. They're gonna then it's gonna be one it's gonna be a price and stuff for 1 apple. Then on top of that and stuff, it's gonna be a price for the apple and stuff. And then depending on how many apples you get and whatnot and stuff, they weigh it. You know what I'm saying? Right? And then they still tax you and stuff on how much, what it will be and stuff after they weigh it. You know what I'm saying? So it's all bullshit. So here it is and stuff. Guess what? You got regular inflation, but then guess what? You had soon it's gonna be hyperinflation with stuff gonna jump off through the roof and whatnot and stuff, right? You know? So for people and stuff, they're gonna be seeking for the Lord, but at the same time, they're still gonna be in the spirit of they're still gonna be in the spirit and stuff of following the ways of this world. You know what I'm saying? These people are world friendly Israelites, right? So that's why it's going to be woe to them and stuff who desire the day of the Lord. Why? Because they're not living correctly. They happy go lucky. They having everything and stuff is going good for them and whatnot. They're not seeking for the kingdom of heaven. So therefore, it's going to be destruction onto them because this is not heaven. This is hell. You see, the only time it's heaven and stuff slightly is when this current era and stuff, right? The only time it's heaven is when uh, um, uh, 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 you sold out for riches and shit, right? So this Amos chapter 5, verse 20. Well, I read again. This Amos 5 and 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." Why? Because Yahushua, when he returned and stuff, he gonna be slaughtering stuff with the 144,000. You see, right? After the missiles and stuff burn up North America, which is gonna be the lake of fire. Verse 19. It says, "And if a man did flee from a lion," it says, it's like it says, "as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him, shall," it says, so you're going to have some people and stuff, you know, in these days to come, they're going to escape certain judgments, but then another judgment is going to get them. And when it come down to the mark of the beast, right, the MOTB, the embeddable device and whatnot and stuff, right? The thing is that when it come down to that, that's not going to be, well, you know, you have sex with old girl and stuff, and you knew she had a man and whatnot, and you still fucked her. You know what I'm saying? You know, so therefore you're gonna since the Lord requires which is past and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? You gonna get this. It's like, nah, you know, the MOTB and stuff is which to receive it and stuff is a sin, and then the way you have to receive it and stuff is a sin, and then on top of that and stuff, it will be idolatry and stuff. Why? Because you'll be calling someone else your God. You know what I'm saying? So it works right along with this and stuff, right? Because New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and stuff, those are not holy days and stuff, right? So those are holidays and stuff created stuff by another individual and stuff. And guess what? Esau Edom, the full-blown spirit Caucasian and stuff, no matter how you look and no matter what ethnicity and stuff he finds himself in. So with that being the case and stuff, you have they created these holy days. You know what I'm saying? You know, and guess what? Most of these days and stuff go back to a satanic ritual. You see? And what it reminds me of is like you see in certain animes and whatnot and stuff. I'm glad that I made mention of it. But you have these different animes and stuff where a certain celebration and stuff is going on and whatnot and stuff, but they need the people's spirits to be in it and stuff just so a spell can be cast or a certain destruction come about and whatnot and stuff. You know, there's always somewhere in some secret place and stuff where you got this meter and whatnot and stuff in this building. So they gotta keep the people and stuff in the spirit or turn it up and whatnot so they can reach the certain level and stuff to go out with their evil plans. Well, guess what? It's the same way when it comes down to these holidays, you see, because there's nothing holy about them. You see, it's more satanic. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to Halloween, right? When it come down to Halloween and whatnot and stuff, guess what? A lot of Christians and stuff, right, that believe in Christianity, they say and stuff that it's the devil's birthday, and they know that the devil is wrong and the devil is bad, and they trying to celebrate his birthday. You see? So therefore and stuff, guess what? The Lord is going to punish them, right? Because even them too and stuff, for those that believe in the Bible, right? Or those and stuff who have some sort of religious text and whatnot or literature and stuff, they believe that they believe in stuff that guess what? It's going to be a return and stuff of a savior and stuff returning and whatnot. right? And the thing is that you have to be in a certain spirit. You know what I'm saying? You can't have the spirit of the world. You got to have the spirit and stuff of what's required and stuff. The law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, mingle with faith. You see? Because yes, the laws and statutes, commandments stuff don't save us, but we still got to rehearse them. Because if you have faith in the Lord, you also will have faith in his way. Because how would you have faith in the Lord and stuff, but then you're more prone to believing that what will get you out that jam is things that's outside of his instructions? Doesn't make sense, right? So this Amos chapter 5, verse 20, it says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? It says, even very, very dark and no brightness in it. I hate, I despise your feast days, and I would not smell in your solemn assemblies. So these different holidays and stuff are considered a feast day. It's the word chag, and it says solemn feast. Or it says a festival or a victim therefore solemn feast, right? Sacrifice. You see, so it shows and stuff. The various things that you do is considered a sacrifice, but but what is it? What is it? You know what I'm saying? Is it a lawful sacrifice according to the Lord, meaning that it's something that He approves of to be okay, or is it something and stuff that He disapproves of, where He says that it's not okay, right? Now I want to get the word solemn because solemn means serious. It says marked by invocation of a religious sanction. But guess what? Well, no. Let me say this. Let me say this. The scripture says that the truth shall set you free. Right now, when it comes down to religion, you know what I'm saying? It's a word and stuff that most people are used to. When it comes down to the word religion, demons. When it comes down to the word religion, religion goes back to the Latin word religio. Religio means to bind. You know what I'm saying? But remember, the truth shall set you free. And if they keep you bound and stuff with the ways of this world and whatnot and stuff, right? Then guess what? You're gonna get destroyed with it. You see? Somewhere says, bear with me. Yeah, I didn't know it was that long. Bear with me. Solemn. It's like it's always somebody still trying to damn, did it again. It says marked by the observance of established form or ceremony, specifically celebrated with full liturgical ceremony. You see, it says right? So solemn, you know what I'm saying? But solemn do mean serious. You know what I'm saying? Right. So guess what? A lot of people are serious for these different ceremonies, but they're not the Lord's ceremonies. You see? Right. So I wanted to get something else, but it's cool. Right. Solemn feast day, right? Sacrifice. Right. So going back to is Amos chapter 5, verse 20. No, verse 21, it says, I despise your feast days, right? And going back into it says, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You know what I'm saying, right? It's the word I tazaroth, right? And it says in assembly, especially because usually people assemble. It says on a festival or holiday. You know what I'm saying, right? Right. So these are things. These are days and stuff that the Lord do not. These are days and stuff that the Lord and stuff don't approve of and stuff to be a fitting sacrifice, right? And guess what? The very sacrifices that we do and stuff, we hope that the Lord gives us salvation on the first go round when He returns. You see, right? So verse 22, it says, "Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them." It says, "Neither will I." Oh shit, right? Like say if somebody and stuff is saying grace, you know what I'm saying, right? Now, if you saying grace in the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and whatnot and stuff, ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you saying grace and stuff in the wrong names and stuff, guess what? That is wrong. And then if you saying grace and stuff on these specific days and stuff because it matches up with a dinner and whatnot and stuff, guess what? That's that's a offering and stuff that the Lord is not going to accept because it's going to be like he going to be like, bitch, this chicken is cold. You know what I'm saying, right? And I'm just using boondocks and stuff. He ain't, you know. But I mean, shoot, you can still get harmed. Part of the harm and stuff is that you harming yourself and stuff because you're in a position where you'll be bringing damnation onto yourself by doing this. You see, right? So this Amos chapter 5, you know, but anyways, this is Amos chapter 5. I mean, you know, the scripture says use the word, don't abuse it. You know what I'm saying, right? I might have to do a separate show on that and stuff, right? So this Amos chapter 5, verse 22, it says, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. It says, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. It says, but let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. It says, have ye offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel? It says, but ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch and Cheyenne. It says, your images, the star of your power, or God, it says, which ye made to yourselves. Therefore will I cause you to go into captivity beyond Damascus, saith the Lord, whose name is Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, power of hosts. Right. So when it comes down to it and stuff, the Lord don't like this. And then I want to grab this too. This is Leviticus chapter 18. It's lucky if it sounded rocky and stuff in the beginning. It's Leviticus because a lot of people and stuff will be like, oh, I just do it for the kids. Well, you'll be doing this. It's Leviticus 18 and 21. It says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech. Right, and when it come down to Molech and stuff, it was a bull slash humanoid like God. And the thing is that what people would do is that they would slay their children and stuff in his hands. You see? Well, guess what? Not in a physical sense, but spiritually. And the spiritual sense of stuff keeps up eventually and stuff. The Lord's gonna bring it and stuff with it where it becomes physical. You see? It says, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am the Lord. You see, so don't be like, oh, I'm just doing it for the kids. You shouldn't even be doing it. And if you know that it's bad and stuff, you shouldn't be doing it and stuff when it comes down to the kids. You see, right? But you're gonna have individuals who's going to be a part of this and whatnot and stuff. And once again, it ain't nothing wrong with eating the food. You know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't nothing wrong with eating the food and stuff. It's just that you can't be in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't be in that spirit and whatnot and stuff because guess what? Being in a spirit, going back to sacrifice, showing your actions, you know what I'm saying? It shows and stuff that guess what? Because it's food. There's no such thing as a Christmas turkey. There's no it's turkey. The Thanksgiving turkey and whatnot. There's no such thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the Lord cares more and stuff on the people who act on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that Apostle Paul had individuals and stuff who was asking where it's like, you know, what happens and stuff if you go to a restaurant and you eat the food, you know what I'm saying, you know, but they're making that food and stuff in the spirit of their gods. You know what I'm saying, right? That are not gods and stuff onto Israel. That's why we say pray over the food. You see? You know what I'm saying? You know, so here it is and stuff. You asking the Lord to bless that food, your power to bless the food and stuff that you eat. You see? You know, right? And that's why they were saying, oh my God, he was using the titles. Right. But I don't want nobody and stuff to trip. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this. It says, verse 24, it says, defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. You see? It says, verse 25, it says, and the land is defiled, therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it, and the land itself vomited out her inhabitants. You see? right? And at the same time, stuff the Lord calls the nation of Israel. First, it was Northern Kingdom and stuff that yeah, it was Northern Kingdom stuff that got kicked out of Jerusalem, and then next, within the Promised Land, right, in the garden. I mean, in the Promised Land and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? He kicked Northern Kingdom out and stuff, and then Judah ended up doing the same abomination stuff, but much worse and stuff, and then he kicked them out. And guess what? All of Israel till this day and stuff is in captivity. Even the Israelites and stuff who's in Israel right now and whatnot and stuff, they still in captivity and stuff because they're not the rulers. You see, right? So uh yeah, I think I'll close it out with that. No. I'll read this. I'm getting the Amplified Bible and I'll close out. This is Second Chronicles chapter 15. And we understand the stuff that you're not gonna get anything right off the rip and whatnot and stuff. Guess what? It's a learning process. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know them times and stuff when you was in kindergarten and stuff and you had the books and stuff that help you draw out the A and a capital A and the lowercase a, the same way for the B and the C and stuff, all the way to the Z and stuff, right? The thing is that guess what? You had to keep adding and stuff to the point you no longer needed, you know, the little arrows and stuff, so you can draw out the capital A and the lowercase a. You no longer need it and stuff. Why? Because you practice it so much. So eventually down the line and stuff, it's gonna take time, especially for individuals and stuff who are newcomers, right? So this Second Chronicles chapter 15, verse 12. It says, and they enter into a covenant to seek the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, power of their fathers. It says, and to yearn for him with all their hearts and desires, and heart's desire, and with all their soul. And this is an Amplified Bible. It says, and that whoever would not seek the Lord, power of Israel, it says, should be put to death, whether young or old, man or woman. You see, right? And when Yahweh shall return and whatnot and stuff, guess what? You're gonna have a scale. Everybody and stuff has a scale and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or like the brother Kazak was talking about and stuff. All us and stuff are like a building and whatnot and stuff. And the thing is that when Yahweh Shai returns and stuff, he expect that building stuff to be finished. You know what I'm saying? So he can do business. And I'm thinking about what is that? It's like a boss on vacation and stuff, and he expect everything to still be running and stuff when he come back and stuff. He expect his building stuff to still be making money. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's going too far. But when it come down to and stuff, right? Uh, um, when it come down to a scale and whatnot and stuff, right? The thing is that the Lord wants your righteousness and stuff to outweigh your wickedness and whatnot and stuff. You see, and there's no way in hell and stuff you're gonna be all righteous and stuff. It's not gonna happen. And the reason why it's not going to happen and stuff, because that only was fulfilled in Yahweh Shai. And this body and stuff, these chains of darkness, like Apostle Paul said and stuff, dwelleth no good thing. You see? Right? So with that being the case and stuff, we got to fight the good fight of faith. You know what I'm saying? Right? And part of showing your faith is also your works. And what are your works and stuff? Your works that show your faith, that you have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, needs to stay continuously and stuff according to the scriptures. You see? Right? So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Habrakakwadash. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. Shalom wa Papa Kwam Yasharallah.